request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner.
That means it's unmuted.
I know.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Linn-Mar High School and Linn-Mar boys basketball. Tonight we welcome the Dubuque Senior Rams. Without delay, let's meet their starting lineup. At guard, number 10, Hayden Jacobsmeyer. At forward, number 11, Walker Tart. At guard, number 15, Ethan Rader. At forward, number 25, Devontae Jackson. And in center, number 33, Cody Beach. Head coach of the Rams is Kevin Steinis. Assistant coach is Scott Shaver. And now let's meet the starting lineup for your Linn-Mar Lions. A 6-foot guard, number 3, TJ Jackson. A 6'1" guard, number 14, Trenton Fairley. A 6'5" forward, number 25, Owen Olmstead. A 6'1" guard, number 32, Alex Johnson. And a 6'6" center, number 33, Ian Bettis. Head coach of the Lions is Rob Hamstrom, assistant coach is Brad Kessler. Once again, Linn-Mar High School promotes good sportsmanship by students, athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner.
Hello everybody and welcome into Linn-Mar basketball. Tonight we've got a great night of doubleheader boys basketball action between the Dubuque Senior Rams and your Linn-Mar Lions. So Dubuque's going to take it off the tip. I'm me, McKinney, here with my partner Kel Sleazer, Mason Miller running the camera. Ball finds itself with Tart to start. Tart the drive inside, gets the deuce. And a good start for Dubuque Senior, Hawkell.
And that's a good start if you're senior. It's always good to establish a presence inside early, whether you're on offense or defense. And if Dubuque Senior can keep cutting inside and getting past Ian Bettis, they're going to have success tonight.
Jacobsmeyer bringing the ball up here for the Rams. Moving it around. Rader has it. Finds it with Tart. He's already got 2, and whistle on the floor, going to be an off-the-ball foul on the offense. As Jackson's going to take it up here for Linn-Mar. Looking for the first bucket. 7:13 left in the first quarter. Still plenty of time. Fairly on the wing. Bettis. Moving it around, 3 ball on the way, and that's a bit short. Offensive rebound, Jackson. Kicks it out, moving it fairly in the corner. Thought about a 3, decides to drive, and banks it off and in off the glass.
And I love that play by Fairley. He faked the 3-pointer and managed to slice inside along his left, the defender to his right, and just made a tough layup off the glass, and now we've got a tied game.
Up top, Rader has it. Mid-range J, no good. And ball on the ground, and looks like we're going to have a jump ball. Possession arrow towards Linn-Mar, so the line's going to take over possession here.
And that's a good hustle play by both sides. We're going to see a lot of scrapping for the ball down low. Rebounding is such a big part of basketball. And we see a lot of jump balls here at the high school level, and it's just nice to see both teams fighting for the ball early in the game.
And inside kick out Jackson, corner three, drained it from deep. So what do you think of that free ball from Jackson there, Kale?
That was, first of all, a fantastic setup. He was wide open in the corner and just hit his shot. We'll see if Dubuque can answer. They will.
And a little one-up chip by Walker Tartt. He's got all 5 of the Rams' points thus far.
We've got a bit of a mirror image here from both sides. A little bit more mid-range game for Dubuque seniors so far. Linn-Mar trying to drive inside a little bit more, but both teams are getting good shots all around the floor. So it'll just be a matter of hitting those open shots or figuring it out on defense.
Fairly off of Jackson's hands, hits the ref in the head, and goes out of bounds. Dubuque senior going to take over here with 5:35 left in quarter number 1. The scoreboard in the arena is wrong. It is not the second quarter. Moving it around here. And Jackson got a hand on it, not enough, and tips it up and in is a Jacobsmeyer. Gives the Rams a 2-point lead once again.
And that's just good reaction time by Jacobsmeyer. Had that pass tipped and just managed to snatch it out of the air with the ball changing flight and just beat the defense reaction time. And we're seeing a good offensive battle here by both sides so far, managing to beat that defense. We'll see if either side can make some defensive adjustments and slow the other's offense down.
Jackson to inbound here. Lions down by 2. 5:08 left in the first quarter. Johnson with it up top. He'll give it to Jackson. Screen from Bettis. Jackson still with it. The kick. 3-pointer. Fairly. Got it! Linn-Mar takes the 1-point advantage here now.
And Linn-Mar's liking the corners so far. You saw 3 from Jackson in the right corner and then Fairley that time in the left. And if Linn-Mar can keep making these threes, they will have success.
Johnson stole it for a moment, taking it right back is Jackson. Devontae Jackson a bit short on that one. Loose ball and Fairley comes out with it. And they're going to get a blocking foul there on Devontae Jackson.
And just more fighting for the ball down low by both sides. Good job by Creighton Fairley for Linn-Mar. Just scrapping a little bit more and putting himself in the right spot to fight for that rebound. And it looks like he's going to bring the ball up with Jackson after Dubuque senior subs in some players.
And for Dubuque senior is going to be Davis and Mingo. Lions up 4:25 left here in the first quarter. Up by 1, looking to add to it here. Olmstead kicks to Bettis, now to Jackson. Looking for his second 3 of the night and a bit off there. Rebound by Jacobsmeyer.
I think that 3 was a shot that Linn-Mar didn't have to take there. They're doing well shooting from 3 so far, but that one was a little forced. I'd like to see them try and get the ball inside a little more like they had that nice layup earlier.
Mingo with it, he just checked in. Now to Tartt, he's got 5 here in the early going, and they're gonna get him for a charge. So that's gonna be the 3rd foul here in the early going for Dubuque senior.
And that's just good toughness by Fairley, setting his feet and drawing the charge. You don't see that as much as you'd like on the high school level, and it's always nice to see somebody plant their feet and take a charge, especially from a big man.
Correction, that was the 2nd foul on Dubuque senior. That's my bad. Bettis tries to get it inside, and that's going to be taken away by Jalen Mingo. Going back the other way with it is Jacobsmeyer, looking to give the Rams the lead once again here. And they're going to get Jackson for a blocking foul. First foul of the game for Linn-Mar.
Yeah, Jackson couldn't quite set his feet like Fairley did on the last possession, and that's a good call by the officials there. Got to set your feet there when the defender's coming at you like that.
Jacobsmeyer, the inbound to Mingo. Jacobsmeyer gets it back on the wing, guarded by Jackson. And good stop there, couldn't get the bucket. And the rebound is poked around for a while, and it's going to be a Linn-Mar basketball. They're going to say it's off of Cabron Davis.
For the Lions, number 5, Noah Brown.
Noah Brown checks in for Linn-Mar.
That was good effort by Jacobs-Meyer, but I think that was a bit forced on the inside. He nearly got that tough layup to go, but you usually don't want to fight in double coverage that close to the basket to get a shot.
Jackson gives it to Fairley. Fairley's got 5 in the early going. Now to Jackson, he's got the other 3 for the Lions. Inside to Bettis, turns, and the finish. Lions hit double digits, up by 3.
And Bettis got the nice spin on the end of that, and he's been doing well off the ball. He's been setting a lot of screens inside so far for Linn-Mar. They haven't utilized that a lot yet. Maybe that'll be a factor later in the game, but good bucket there by Ian Bettis.
And they get it to Jacobs-Meyer, who fumbled it, and it's going to go. It's going to stay here. They say it hit off of the Linn-Mar possession. Willie checks in for Dubuque Senior. 10-7 in the early going. Kale, what are you liking from both sides here?
They're keeping it really clean. Only 3 combined fouls for both sides. No free throws yet. They're both fighting for the ball, and they're doing it cleanly. And I also like that both sides are finding good shots. They are forcing it a little bit, but they managed to make a lot of the open looks that they've seen. So Dubuque Senior, the only difference they've really had from Linn-Mar is they've hit 1 less shot, and it looks like now we're going to see some free throws.
Tart at the line here. He's got 5 for Dubuque Senior. 2:25 left in the first quarter. And that one's going to be up and good on the first, so it's a 2-point Lion lead. Tart has a chance to cut it to 1 here on the second free throw.
And if Tart's play so far is any indicator of what's to come in this game, he's going to put up some big numbers. If he makes this one, he'll have 6. And he's got
7
5,
actually.
Or 7. I'm reading the wrong side of the scoreboard. He's got 7 of Senior's 9 points. So a big key for Linn-Mar will be stopping Tart down the stretch of the game.
Jackson's got it here, looking to make something happen. Inside, now the kick to Fairley. Inside Bettis once again. Fairley going to try to reset it here for the Lions. Gives it to Brown, the drive. Kicks it, 3 ball on its way from Olmstead. No good. Tipped around and corralled by Jacobs-Meyer. He'll come out of it as Tart rips through, banks it up and in, and the line advantage is no more. Rams up by 1.
Yeah, and that's 9 for Tart now. Nice move inside, cutting by the defender at the last second to get in there.
Bettis a little bit of contact, but not able to get the whistle. Gives it to Willie, and what a block by Jackson. LeBron James chase down there, and the Lions take it back.
That is the best block we have seen in this gym all year by any side. And there's Jackson on the other end.
What a way to capitalize. TJ Jackson, the bucket and the foul. Chance for 3 to make it 3 here at the line.
And can you really ask Jackson to do any more on that exchange? Fantastic chase down block. And then the tough finish at the end, and Linn-Mar has a chance to go up too.
Lippert and Mulheron check in for Linn-Mar. Shade under 90 seconds left here in quarter number 1. And Jackson nails the free throw, so it's a 2-point Lion lead. Willie going to take it back up for Dubuque Senior. Raider has it. We get around to Jackson, now to Willie. Mingo tried to get it inside. Dangerous pass corralled. And the rebound by Lippert, who just checked in, gives it to Jackson. Jackson, good pass down court to Brown, inside to Bettis. Kick back out, Brown, pump fake, mid-range, no good. Rebound by Mingo, as we're now at 50 seconds.
That was a good pump fake down at the other end, but I didn't really like that shot. Linn-Mar's taken a lot of those long-range, mid-range shots, and Dubuque Senior's done that a little bit too. Those are shots you typically don't want to take unless your name's Kawhi Leonard and you hit from there regularly.
Willie with it, 30 seconds left. Double team comes and now goes. Small Heron fades back. Inside the beach. Got it, falling away. Tough shot there. We got a tie ball game with 15 seconds left in the first.
And that's a good thing to see if you're Dubuque Senior. Getting your big bet in there, and Veach just puts a nice little floater in there to tie this game.
Lippert thought about a 3, decides to drive with 2, and the foul. And they're going to say it's on the floor. It's going to be the 3rd foul on the Rams. Make it the 4th, sorry. Misspoke there. 1.8 seconds left. Time for a catch and shoot. Maybe a dribble here, Kale.
I just take whatever open look you can get. I'm looking for Jackson on the right side here. Now moving to his left.
Brown, and not paying attention to the clock there, as that's going to end the first quarter. We got a ball game, folks. 13-13 tie. More when we come back. And welcome back here to those of you just joining us. Game 1 of our doubleheader. Great game through the first quarter. What did you see on both sides? What should the adjustments be?
Well, I think one thing we can all agree on is that Walker Tart for Dubuque Senior has been a very big part of this game. He's checked back in now. He has 9 of Senior's 13 points. They've struggled a little bit offensively off the ball. They got some good looks inside. It'll just be keys for both sides to utilize Tart's play for the Senior Rams, and then for Linn-Mar just being able to stop Tart while he's on the floor and then keep making open threes like Linn-Mar's been making so far.
The drive, the kick. Jacobsmeyer looks at a 3 and drains it. Give him 16 for the Rams. Quickly the other way, Brown to Lippert. Had an open look but fumbled it for a moment. No, Heron. Give to Jackson. Jackson to drive. Couldn't get the finish. And Lippert takes it back. Oh my God, what a block there by number 25, Devontae Jackson of Dubuque Senior.
And we've got a bit of a block party here tonight. We got one from Jackson, and then on the other end, we got Devontae but 2 Jacksons getting blocked tonight. Really emphatic ones at that. Some of the more impressive ones we've seen this year.
Jackson covered by Jackson and poked it loose. Ball's on the ground. And it's going to be a foul on Linn-Mar. The 3rd of the first half. So a great defensive possession there from Devontae Jackson for Senior.
Yeah, absolutely. You gotta love, first of all, the block there, and then managing to get the ball loose and poking it away from the other Jackson on the floor. It'll be interesting to see those 2 duels for the rest of the night.
Jackson, no good. Wanted a foul, didn't get it. Jackson gonna take it the other way to Lippert. And another block, this time by Rader. On the other way, Tart inside, no good. Jackson, the rebound, and they're gonna call a foul there on the Rams. Cody Beach.
A lot of fast play here in the last 30 seconds by both sides. If I'm Linn-Mar, I just take a chance, slow it down a little bit here. You're down by 3. Try and get an open look. Just play your game. Don't play too fast, so fast that you miss easy shots because your adrenaline's pumping so much. Just run your offense. We've seen a lot of good off-the-ball movement by Jackson. He's on the bench now for Linn-Mar, but Linn-Mar's had some good off-the-ball movement. They just need to get the ball to that moving guy a little more.
Mulherring kick, 3-pointer on its way. No good from Olmstead. Mingo corrals the board.
And that was a good shot by Olmstead. Linn-Mar's been doing good from 3. They were bound to miss one eventually, but I say it all the time. If you keep giving players open shots like that, it's only a matter of time before they convert.
Jacobsmeyer with it. 6:15 left in the second. Goes behind the back. Trying to make something happen there was Raider. Jacobs-Meyer. Good defense by Lippert. Jacobs-Meyer flips directions, and now it's a 5-point advantage as the Rams stretch the lead here.
And it looks like the Rams are leaning on two of their guys a lot tonight. Jacobs-Meyer and Tart have a combined 16 and seniors 18 points. So it'll be key to stop those two coming down the stretch. And it looks like we're going to have a foul on senior.
It's the second on Tart, so if the Lions can get him in some foul trouble, that certainly wouldn't hurt their cause.
In for the Lions, number 32, Alex Johnson. In for the Rams, number 32, LeBron Davis.
Inbounding is Fairley, gives it to Lippert. He's had a couple solid games here for Linn-Mar. Fairley. Olmstead inside, couldn't get the bucket. Jacobs-Meyer the board, taking it the other way.
That was a good pass by Fairley. He's had some nice passes tonight, and he's going to get the rebound there. Fairley's been doing really well off the ball tonight. He's got 5. And I really thought Lippert was going to make that one. You could see him foaming at the mouth as soon as he saw that open look.
Mingo with it. Corrals the missed 3 from Lippert. Gives it to Tart. Tart gets a screen inside, and good job to tip it away there by Olmstead, but it's going to stay at this end. 5:03 left in quarter number 2.
We're seeing some tough defense on both sides. A lot of block shots, or at least tough enough contests to make the shot go a fair bit offline. I think both sides have 2 blocks so far. We're not keeping track of that stat, but we've seen a fair number of blocks in this game. And I think whoever plays better defense as far as those blocking stats will win this game.
So what does Linn-Mar need to do to get on the board here for the first time in the second as they change the call? Now Linn-Mar possession. Lions trying to get their first bucket of the second quarter. Nearly halfway through it. Lippert now with it. Scoreless so far, but that's sure to change. Gets it to Fairley. Fairley to give. Olmstead mid-range. That time it rattles around and in.
That was a fantastic pass. I believe that was from Reed Reger. A bit of a no-look there. We saw a similar pass like that from LaMelo Ball last night in the NBA, so a good assist there by Reger.
Three-pointer on its way from Raider, no good, and the board's corralled by Fairley. 4:15 left. Linn-Mar looking to cut the Rams' advantage even more, potentially even tie with a 3. Lippert say no more. 3 on its way, and he drains it. Tie ball game, folks.
What I tell you, folks, if you leave a player open from a certain spot on the floor and you give them enough open looks, they will make eventually. Lippert missed that 3-pointer from that exact spot earlier. He did not make the same mistake twice. Tie game.
Jacobs-Meyer, my bad. Takes the lead right back there with the kiss off the glass. Fairley has it inside to Olmstead. Kick out. 3 on its way from Johnson. That'll rim out. Olmstead saves it. Good hustle there. Fairley deep. Corner 3. No good. As Lippert corrals the weird squirt out of the ball. Johnson to Lippert. Fairley with it. Fairley, no, rebound, Olmstead, and they're going to call a foul there. Olmstead will go to the line to shoot a pair.
And I absolutely love that possession from Linn-Mar. They missed a bunch of shots, but offensive rebounds are such a key factor. I should know as an Iowa State fan, haven't seen a lot of those this year. So offensive rebounding is very, very important, and that's why Linn-Mar's at the line. I believe they got 3 or 4 offensive rebounds on that possession alone, and a great save earlier in that possession by Owen Olmstead on the right sideline. You just got to love the heart from Linn-Mar on that possession, and they'll look to tie up this game at the line.
Jackson checks back in for Linn-Mar. He's had a great start to tonight's ball game as that one misses well short, but it's going to stay at this end. Off of Willie, who also checked in, but for the Rams.
And Dubuque Senior is now in the bonus. It'll be key for Linn-Mar to try drawing some more of those fouls that they just had so they can get more shots at the line. It's just a matter of converting them like they failed to do on that last one.
Jackson to drive, gets it poked away. Olmstead corrals it. He's had some nice hustle plays. 3 ball on its way, a bit long. And good rebound there by Jackson. Nearly inmailed it, but good athletic play there by Jacob Snyder to corral it inside. Tart gets the bucket. And once again, it's a 2-possession lead for Dubuque Senior.
Yeah, that's not good for Linn-Mar. You got to tighten up that inside, about 5 feet and inside from the basket. Dubuque Senior's been getting a lot of their points down there.
Fairly, no. Couldn't get the tip to go. Jackson, another rebound. Pushing it back the other way. And they're going to call a foul on Linn-Mar there. 4th of the period.
And honestly, that's not a bad foul if you're Linn-Mar. It looked like Jackson for the Rams had a clean run to the hoop, and that foul stopped. And Linn-Mar still has 3 fouls to give before they give Senior the bonus. So I don't mind that foul if I'm coach.
Fairly checks out and Record checks in. Willie has it. Now gives it to Day. Nope, that's Schicklesmeyer. Sorry, kind of hard to see the jersey numbers. Whistle called, and they're going to call a 3-second violation on Dubuque Senior. So Lions are going to inherit the ball. 2:14 left, 4-point game. What are you drawing up here if you're Coach Shandstrom?
Well, Linn-Mar's been trying to drive inside a lot of these possessions, and Dubuque Senior's figured that out. They've been double-teaming a lot of guys driving inside the paint. If I'm Linn-Mar, try and find an open mid-range shot. They made a fair amount of threes tonight, so if I'm Linn-Mar, try and find an open shot.
Jackson couldn't get his hot streak to continue. Gonna be taken the other way by Jacobsmeyer. Under 2 now. Willie with it. Jackson to Tart. He's got 11 early. Willie thought about a 3. Gives it to Jackson. Jacobsmeyer, 1:40 left. And trying to get something to happen. Willie with it now once again. Jacobsmeyer. And good job to tip it away. Tough hustle play there by Recker.
And you can see Recker isn't happy with himself there. He had a beat on it, but just couldn't get his feet to stay up with the rest of his body. And looks like might be hobbling a little bit. He might just be tired from stumbling that far, but you gotta love the heart from Recker, and you know that he really wanted that breakaway layup chance there.
Nonetheless, Linn-Mar going to take over on possession. Up top is Johnson, now to Bettis, to Jackson. 3 ball on its way. Recker pays it off at the other end with a 3.
And there's Recker. He wanted those points, and he got it. Linn-Mar's been looking really good from the corner tonight, no matter which one it is. So if I'm Linn-Mar, keep finding those open corner shots because they are falling.
Tart's got it under a minute left, and Jackson picks his pocket. Tart tried to block that one into another atmosphere, missed it.
Folks, if you could see the look in Tart's eyes that I just saw from my angle, you would not want to get in the way of that man. And I've never heard somebody hit the backboard that hard before in this gym. He really wanted that block. He wanted to bank it off the glass and get it to bounce all the way to mid-court.
Brown and Lippert check in here for the Lions. Yo, they've got 6. Oh no, Jackson checks out. Didn't see that. 32 seconds left. Jackson to Wiley. Now to Raider. Tart with it, 22 seconds. Tart the drive inside. Couldn't get it to go. 17 seconds left. Linn-Mar trying to set up their own attack. Gives it to Lippert, to Olmstead. He's had a couple nice hustle plays early. Inside to Bettis, 7. Olmsted with 6, 3, no, short. Jackson with 2, with 1, he'll throw it up. And there may still be time on the clock, but who cares? We're at halftime. Lions down by 1. Great game so far. Don't miss the end when we come back.
Welcome back. I'm your announcer, Mason Miller, Ian cameraman, Kayla on the color. Let's get this game started.
Keys to the second half. Ask him his keys to the second half. Ask him.
Kayla, what's your keys for the second half?
Well, Dubuque has really had a lot of push from their two guards, Jacobsmeyer and Tart. They have 20 of seniors, 22 points, so it'll be key for Linn-Mar to stop them. And if you're senior, just keep getting the ball to them and find a way to have them get shots. So I really think this half will really depend on how well Jacobsmeyer and Tart do and how well Linn-Mar does to stop them.
Charge to the Rams.
Looks like it's a charging on the Rams. All right, taken by the Rams. And number 15, Raider, but scoring a 2-pointer.
And that was a nice steal and then a good finish at the other end for Ethan Raider. That's his first bucket of the game. That's only the second Dubuque bucket that hasn't been by Jacobsmeyer or Tart. So we'll see if Linn-Mar can answer.
Number 3 to Jackson. To Johnson. Foul. Foul on the Rams.
The second team foul against the Dubuque senior.
Johnson. Jackson. Johnson again. Foul on the rim.
And that is tough inside play by both sides. Linn-Mar managing to draw the foul. That's the second foul on Kobe Veach. And a good job by Owen Olmstead to draw the foul there, and we'll see some free throws.
Missed first shot.
Here for Dubuque senior number 32, Braun Davis.
Alrighty. Number 2. Raider. Jackson to missed on a three-pointer. Yeah, we'll have a second shot. Oh, nope. Foul.
And more tough play inside. And Dubuque doing what Linn-Mar did on the other end, getting the ball inside and just drawing the foul. That'll be foul number 1 on Ian Bettis. And it looks like we're going to have, I believe this is Devontae Jackson. No, it's
Raider.
It's Raider. Thank
Raider
you.
makes his first shot. No, missed his first shot. Makes the second. From Olmstead to Jackson. Lamar will try to keep it from on the outside. Oh. Number 14, fairly. Jackson's gonna try to make a shot. Trick him. 3-pointer by number 14, Fraley.
And that's a tough miss if you're Creighton Fairley. Linn-Mar's been hitting from the corner all night, and Fairley had all the time in the world to make that shot, just didn't make it. We'll see if he'll get another look like that later in this game.
Number 15 on the Rams, Raider. Tart to Jackson to Raider again. Here, oh. Just barely in. The Rams got it.
Tough inside play there from Tart. He managed to get a good pass and managed to force it up between 3 Linn-Mar defenders. And I'm not quite sure what this call is. It looks like they're going to call a push on Senior.
In the rings, number 12, Jonathan Willie, and number 35, Jalen Mingo.
Rams are substituting at number 35, Geraldine
Linn-Mar called
Mingo.
for the foul, the second against the Lions this half.
Outside to the end. Oh, like a jump ball.
And there's Fairley again on the defensive end. He's been doing a lot of rebounding tonight, and I believe that's the second jump ball that he's forced. And it'll stay with the Dubuque Senior this time, but you gotta love the heart shown by Fairley
Johnson.
tonight.
The Rams have continued to run up the score this quarter. Three-pointer attempts, and it's good. That is big right about now.
And that is Johnson's first bucket of the game, and there you see Linn-Mar again converting on that three-pointer. This is the best three-point shooting we've seen really by any team in this gym so far this year. Linn-Mar getting a lot of open looks from three, and they are converting a very high percentage. Just need to do a little bit more with that as they are down by 5. As I forgot to update the scoreboard there, folks. Sorry about that. 29-24 the score.
Number 11 Tart trying to get it way in. And it's no good.
Bit of a forced shot there from Tart. He tried to incorporate a bit of his mid-range game there, but he's been having a lot of success inside. Tried to mix it up there, but I would not have taken that shot if I was Tart. I would have tried to drive inside a little more.
Oh, trick one.
Tough block there from, I believe that was Hebron Davis. And we're going to have a three-pointer here. That was from Mingo. That's the first shot we've seen from him.
I'm not sure why he tried that shot. It was a very long distance, and he had plenty of time. Jackson. Three-point attempt. Ooh, missed.
And a couple of misadvised three-pointers here by Mingo and Bettis, respectively. Bettis has been doing well inside. You see him getting a tough rebound there. And
Fairly trying to make it work. That's Fairly again. Oh, in and out.
Tough miss there from Fairley. He is a bit cold to start this half, but he's been getting open looks. It's only a matter of time before he adds on to those 5 points he had in that first half.
And we're back. Okay, with the final 2 minutes in the third quarter, what are your advice if you were the Lions right about now?
Well, Linn-Mar's getting a lot of good looks from three, most of them from Fairley. They just need to make the open shots they're getting and not force it inside as much because Dubuque Senior has really locked that down. Try and get some mid-range shots in. And if you're Dubuque Senior, try and get inside more on offense.
Three-point attempt by Tart. No.
Both sides have different strengths depending on what side of the floor they're on. So they just have to utilize those. Linn-Mar from 3 and mid-range, and then Dubuque inside.
From Recker to Fairley. This defense. Oh, there we go. And there we go. Olmsted.
And there's a nice make from Olmsted. Linn-Mar getting some push inside really for the first time tonight, or at least the first time in a while for this game. And just a good layup by Olmsted, and we'll see what this call is.
Trip up by Tart.
Not quite sure what this call is. I think this is going to be on Jackson, and it will be. Jackson didn't seem too happy about that call.
We taken in by Tart. Number 12, Willie. Number 25, Jackson. Oh, good move by Linn-Mar. Fairley's coming in. Passes it to Recker, and
Linn-Mar's just got to start making those open threes. That's 3 open threes they've missed. And they did well with that in the first half, but they just need to get back to that in this third quarter.
Oh. Missed by Mingo. Burlhan to Lippett.
Senior number 10, Hayden Gibberfly.
Jacob Smear coming in. Charge. 25. Jackson. Oh, stealing by Linn-Mar. Fairley coming in.
Linn-Mar should slow this possession down and try and hold for the final shot.
Oh.
And I hope Lippert's okay. He fell kind of hard. And it looks like it'll stay with Linn-Mar. Lippert appears to be okay.
Gonna be taken in by Farley.
Climb Linn-Mar, just hold the ball here, try and get an open 3 to end the quarter. And it looks like we'll have a timeout from Linn-Mar.
Welcome back. Our 14th Fairley. Oh, pass to number 4, Lippett. Lippett, and it's no good. Oh, but Fairley comes in with the steal. 25, Recker. Recker comes in.
And you can see Dubuque Senior's coach hyped up about that play. Tough inside drive there by Ethan Rader. He's had a nice quarter, had some nice free throw shots, and he's got a chance to put his team up by 2 baskets with 2.7 left on the clock here in quarter number 3.
It's a miss First shot by Raider. This is attempt number 2. And it's good. Rams up by 4. Oh, not enough time. And it was also a miss.
And welcome back, folks. Mixing around the commentating lineup. So now it's Ian McKinney on color, Ian McKinney on play-by-play, Mason Miller on color, Kel Sleazer taking over the cameras as Tart corrals the rebound off of that missed shot by somebody on Linn-Mar. I didn't see who. My apologies. Nonetheless, Tart's going to take it up. Screen comes, gives it to Jackson up top. Jackson lost it on the way up, and it's going to go Linn-Mar possession here. Lions down by 4, 7:30 left in the game. Lippert bringing it up for the Lions. He's got 3. Mulheron now. Gives it to Lippert. Thought about a 3. Screen from Bettis. He'll shoot that one, and a bit short on that one, it looks like. Rebound Raider going the other way.
Right now, Linn-Mar has got to learn that they do not need the threes all the time. Most of these possessions have not ended in scoring, so they need to focus more on a slow and steady pace. They still have a good 7 minutes to run up the score.
Mulheron no good on that one. The rebound going the other way fairly. Good scramble for the ball there. Lions take advantage. Tart applying tight defense inside Bettis. And they're going to call a blocking foul there on the Rams, number 33, Cody Beach. 4th team foul on the Rams. Gives them, each team's got 4 timeouts left and 4 fouls. So, and it's a 4-point game in the 4th. So that's a fun little tidbit.
4's a wild, folks.
Yes, sir. And inbounding is number 4, Lippert. He'll get it to Bettis. Bettis, no good. Jackson soars in, try to get that one. Kick out 3 on the way from Johnson, no good. Jackson gets it. Mulheron pump fakes. Lippert, 3-ball, little long. And Tart's got the rebound, taking it the other way. Senior looking to make it a 6-point game here. Tart absorbs the contact, couldn't get the finish though. Jackson gives it to Recker. Mulheron 3, got it! Big bucket from Michael Mulheron.
That was the key right there. He had an open shot, and this team, both teams have the same defenses right now. If you get an open shot, you have to take it.
Jackson with it. Mulheron fell down. Good recovery, though. 3-ball on its way. No good. Rebound there by the Lions. Raid Recker. 5:30 and counting. Lippert with it to Jackson. Jackson to drive. The kick Bettis inside, and he's got it up and in. Lions snatch the lead, and we got a timeout by Dubuque Senior. We'll be back after this. And welcome back, folks. Got a fantastic game lined up for you. 5:22. Linn-Mar snagging the lead here off of a nice little run to start this final quarter of action. On the other end, Mingo's going to inbound it to Willie, who's going to take it up for the Rams. Gives it to Tart. He's been a star all night long. Scoreless here in the second. Mingo thought about a three. Gives it to Jackson. Jackson trying to get it somewhere. Nearly airmailed it to Tart. Tart inside, and he gets his first bucket of the second half and gets the Rams their lead once again. Fairly. Inside Bettis, tough pass, 3-ball record. No, gets his own rebound though. Jackson mid-range, yes sir! And back and forth we go here with 4:38 and counting left in the fourth quarter.
That's the key right about now. Offensive rebounds are extremely important. With these heavy defensive, you need to try to attempt as many shots as you can possibly get.
Mason Miller, ladies and gentlemen, as Willie's going to take it on the steal. And he'll get the foul, go to the line to shoot a pair, fifth in this half for Linn-Mar. Much cleaner game relative to some of the other ones we've seen. Our record is 28. Just a cool, a lot under that. Sorry, folks. It's been a long day. Don't really feel like doing math. What Willie feels like doing, though, is shooting free throws, as that one will go up and in for the first one. We got a tie ball game.
My tabletop math right about now says that if they make this next shot, they could get the lead.
Wow.
Yeah.
Mason Miller, our math correspondent, apparently, as I put it in the scoreboard wrong. Dubuque Senior up by 1. Fairly with it. Inside, Jackson thought about a three, tipped away. Willie, another steal. Under halfway. Past the midway point here in the fourth. Raider to Jackson, thought about a three. Jacobs-Meyer. Double team comes. Gives it to Wiley.
And one thing that both teams seem to be really good at is passing the ball. They always pass at least 5 times before they attempt to make a shot. Except for right here, apparently.
Fairly no good on that little floater. Going to be taken back the other way by Dubuque Senior. 3:20 left. Tart set to check back in for the Rams, so this could be a crucial stretch for this Lions team as they try to win this one. What a pass. Jacobs-Meyer couldn't get the finish. Taken the other way by Jackson off the rebound from Olmstead. Kick out fairly. Less than 3 to go here in the fourth. Jackson to Bettis. To Recker. Recker 3, no. Rebounded there by the Rams' Veach, as Jacobs-Meyer going to take his time getting across the timeline. And a timeout taken by Dubuque Senior. Will take it with them. Great game coming down the stretch here. Don't miss the ending. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Heading down the home stretch. Mason, what would you do here if you're Linn-Mar to try to win this game?
You know, right about now, I'd say just try to get the lead. You right now need to be from the defense to the offense. Right now, you don't need a three-pointer. You just need a two-pointer right now.
First part of that equation is a defensive stop. Let's say if they can get it right here. Rams up 1. 2:30 left. Jackson gives it to Jacobs-Meyer. To Tart, he's had the hot hand. Not so much in the second as maybe I might have jinxed that one. Tough little bucket there. 3-point game. Jackson's got it. Jackson inside, floater, and one! We might have a tie ball game because Jackson goes to the line looking for one more.
Foul spot on the Rams, the 15th foul against Dubuque Senior.
This is your math advisor, Mason Miller. We're just chiming in to remind you that if they make this, it's all tied up.
Ooh, got a little cocky there, didn't you? Jacobs-Meyer takes it the other way. 2 minutes left. Tart tries to get it inside to Jackson, succeeds in doing so, but Jackson has to take it back outside. And not quite backcourt. Good job saving it there by Jacobs-Meyer. Guarded by Wrecker, and a timeout taken by Dubuque Senior. We'll take it with them once again. Still a great game. Nothing's changed in the past 2 seconds. Back in a moment. Welcome back, folks. 1-point ball game here heading down the stretch. Rams with the lead and possession. 1:44 left. Jackson to inbound.
Getting to the last 2 minutes, it's still anyone's game right now.
Jackson to drive. Tried to tricky reverse, couldn't get it to go. Scramble for the rebound. Bettis corrals it.
These possessions for Linn-Mar are getting more and more important. As the time goes on, they're losing it. They need to get the lead.
Jackson flips it up and in. Linn-Mar says, give me that lead. They're up by a point here, 1:12 left. Jacobs-Meyer. And thought about it is Rader. Gives it to Jackson, a minute left to determine the outcome of this one. Tart, inside, yes. Senior the lead. Linn-Mar the timeout. Or who? Senior the timeout. We'll take it with them. Rams up by a point. Welcome back, folks. Fantastic game on our hands. Mason, what are the keys as we hit this final 54.6?
Right now it's Jackson versus Tart. The two have been at each other's throats for the last couple of minutes. Let's not forget Jacob's not he's as the X.
42 seconds left. Fairly three. No. You hear the collective groan there from the Linn-Mar fans as a foul is going to be called.
That is such an important shot to make. Right now, every point matters. It's only a 1-point game.
Jackson getting inbounded here for the Rams.
You can easily see his goal.
Jackson, 32 left. Jackson still with it. Tried to thread the needle, and it is gonna stay here. That could have been costly for the Rams with 23.4 left.
All things considered, I mean, it's better to take that foul to let him have it. Because he had an really open shot right there.
Tart with it. Jackson to Jacobs-Meyer. And they're going to call a foul on that one.
Yeah, that you don't want a foul right there. That's not a good foul.
14.7 left. Tart going to shoot at... no, Jacobs-Meyer, my bad. Going to shoot two at the line. I think it's a 1-and-1. Huh? And he missed it. Going the other way, Linn-Mar a chance to take the lead here, 13.8. Where do you draw it up?
Oh man, this is getting really intense.
We're going to stay right here, ladies and gentlemen, 13.8. 1-point ball game. What are you drawing up here for your coach Shandstrom for the Lions?
You just need a 2-point lead right now. Just get down there and try to get through them. Punch through their defenses and make a basket. That's all you have to do right now. 13 seconds leaves very little time for any team to cover. It's going to be this possession that defines who's going to win and who's going to lose this game.
You heard it here, folks. Don't go anywhere. The most important possession of tonight's ball game coming up after this timeout. Refs go over to break up the huddles for their respective teams. About ready to get going here on the hardwood once more. 13.8, fourth quarter. Rams are in the bonus. Linn-Mar is not, but that probably won't come into effect here. Linn-Mar still has 2 timeouts. Dubuque senior with only 1. And Linn-Mar has to go 94 feet here in 13.8. Down by 1. Jackson going to take it up for the Lions. 8 seconds. 7. Jackson tipped away by Tart with 4. And a good job there by Jackson to get back and get the foul, so it's not over. What a defensive effort there from the leader of this team, Walker Tart.
That leaves very little time for Linn-Mar to recover.
Tart missed it, and a quick timeout from Shandstrom. 1.6 left. Bro, this game is bananas, dude. 1.6 left, still a 1-point game.
They have very little time to respond right now. They need to basically make a half-court shot if they wanted their time to matter right now. 1 second is very little time to maneuver.
Could we have a buzzer beater on our hands here in Marion? We'll see. As they are about to sound the buzzer, I believe. This is a long 30 seconds. Jackson leads the Lions with 12 points, followed by Fairleigh with 5. And then you got Olmsted and Bettis both with 4. And then the other man on the floor is going to be Alex Johnson. He has 3. And then for senior, clear the top 2 on their team being Tart. He's got 19, including a big seal. But it all comes down to this, folks. Olmsted gets it to Jackson at the buzzer. Almost there, folks, but it won't go, as that's going to wrap up the game. Linn-Mar falls by just a point. Yeah, tough loss, but a great game all around. Hopefully we can have a similar game in the second part of our doubleheader. Going to be the varsity squads facing off. I'm Ian McKenney, signing off for Mason Miller on everything, Kale on everything, and me on everything. Join us again next time.